Good evening, folks. Fox Outdoors here. It is 5:15 p.m. on the 27th of March. It's like 65 degrees out here, fairly breezy, as you can see. I'm out here doing some major projects, massive projects. First one, I yanked up all the flagstone that we had over here. It is now parked back there on a pallet. We're going to be redoing all of this. It's going to pretty much be the same color as this dirt here, all the way across to the rocks. I'm going to have a border going across. It's going to go to about there and come across. That's going to be my new workspace, my new garden area. You also notice I no longer have the barrel here. I disassembled it, took it apart. A bit of the floor is over there rotting away still. But yeah, it was pretty much dead. So what I did with the last bits of mint is I transplanted all of them into my 6x12s by 6x6x12s little planters. I had tons of these things because I got them mad cheap years ago. I think I paid like $2 each for them. But yeah, I got tons of these. I still got like 8 more, and there's another one over there. I thought I was gonna have 10, but looks like I ended up with 9. So right now I have peppermints. Let me double check, because this was the tag that I found. Yeah, so my camera's not going to want to focus. There it is, peppermints. I'm actually surprised I found that tag. That thing was actually buried under the mint in good condition because the sun wasn't getting to it, which is funny because that thing's been in that pot for about 10 years. So yeah, 10 years worth of dirt on top of it, and that plastic ain't even like faded. But anyways, that was part of what I did today. This was all the dirt that was in the bottom of the barrel. I did sift out some of it in here when I got the rocks out, which is that container over there, all the rocks at the bottom. I still have to go through all of this dirt. I'm going to wait till it dries out a little bit, and as it dries, I'll go through it little by little and sift it out, sort it, put it in there. I'll add some additives, I guess one could say, to make it a little better. I have my planter barrel over there, which is going to be moved over here once I get all of this organized. And yeah, look at my sad tree again, which is really funny. I got 4 branches growing off the side of it. There's one on the top, and then there's another one on the other side. There's like 2 or 3 on that side growing. They're all green, but it doesn't matter. This tree's pretty much dead. And then my pile of wood, which is about 1.5 cords. But biggest major undertaking I'm currently working on. Oh, actually, while I'm at it, don't know if I filmed this on the last one, but I planted my food trees. This one is the all-around almond. I have... Shit, I forgot what this one was. This one is... sorry. Yeah, so that's a peach tree. I don't know what I did with the second one. Is this my peach tree? Nope, that's all-in-one almond. That's my peach tree. I need to change out my trees. I knew something was off. I grabbed the wrong trees. You'll see the giant mess over here. I'll explain this in a minute. I'm going to walk around everything. Yeah, see, giant mess over here. I apologize for the wobbliness of the filming. It's just going to be what it is going to be. But yeah, there's my other peach tree. I need to switch and swap somehow have now become part of my vocabulary as swip. But anyways, this one's got a little bit of a crookedness to it. It is in the planter straight, but the tree leans a little bit, so that's why I've got the post in there. When it gets a little bigger, when the roots get a little bit more established and that dirt settles a bit more, I'm gonna stake it. I'm gonna tie it to this tree with some garden fabric or some grow clips or whatever to keep that from moving, or at least to straighten it out a bit, because it's got a pretty decent curve to it. I mean, you can kind of see right here, a tree leans quite a bit. Let's see. Also picked up some more blueberries. Can't have enough of these things because they usually don't produce a lot until the bush is really established. I've got my onions over here, onioning. As you can see, I've already got 2 major bulbs popping out. I will probably cut one of them off because I really only need one off of this plant. But yeah, this thing is absolutely going nuts. I did pick up a pack of Pro Mix, which is going to be part of my mixture that I'm going to be mixing here in the next couple of days. I have one planter already ready. That's going to be my my orange tree. The one that's growing all the way up in the corner, that's going to go in that pot. I got to water the stuff in my greenhouse. It's looking a little wilty. Nothing happening over here on this side, so no point in updating that. But the main point and reason why I even decided to film today is this. I am doing a massive undertaking, a massive overhaul of my blackberry bushes or plants. I guess I don't know how they're food vines. I'm gonna call it food vines because that's what they are. They look like food vines. So I came to the realization today on why my plants are not doing so well. First year I planted these, second year I had these in, they had actually no, stand corrected. Yeah, first season I had these in, they actually had a major decent harvest. I probably got about 3 to 4 pounds. Second year, not so much. I've also spent the last 2 years trying off of 2 plants, mind you folks, 2 plants. I now have all of these filled. There's a plant there, and a small plant there. I have 3 plants in here. I originally started over on this pot. Sorry, planter. It's not a pot. That is a pot. This is a raised bin, steel planter. Cattle trough, however, mind you. You can see the difference in the years as I've grown. This is the most established one. This is the oldest out of my plants, but for some reason that's the most vigorous, which is about the same size as the first plant. And I apologize for the swapping back and forth, but there's a reason for all of this. So most of the plants in this first bin have already kind of sort of kicked the bucket. I got that one on the ends kind of dead. This one in the middle is a struggle. And all of this, as you can see, I have now topped all of my plants. I have taken out, this is all the dead stuff, along with a little bit of green. The insanity behind what I'm doing is the reason why I figured why I'm not getting a big yield off of these. Prime example is going to be this guy here. You can see I have branches going each direction, left and right. I did have 2 in the front, as you can see here, pointing forward. Basically going toward the west. Going toward the west. I cut those off just above one of the nodes to keep them alive, so it wouldn't, whatever, by the time it dries out, my plant should be established. I'm going to exfoliate this entire fence instead of just weaving all of this stuff in there willy-nilly like a crazy person, and then hoping for the best and getting the most amount of space or yield off here. That is my problem. This was not trained on this properly. I'm not maintaining this. I'm just letting it grow wild as if though it was a freaking vine climbing up a tree. So all of this is going to get exfoliated on here. All of this is going to get adjusted. I already have the top trimmed off to a certain point. Once I get that situated, I will cut the rest of that off and just leave the plant there. That'll be the main stem, and the majority of this side shoots, the left and the right, the ones on this side are going to go all the way across there. And then the ones over here, they're just going to stop at the end of the post. Whatever grows off of them, I can trellis vertically up each one of these little ribs. And hopefully this will solve my problem, and it will also help my plant grow a little more. At least I'm assuming that by trimming my plant, it'll force it to branch out, grow more nodes, grow more leaves, grow more side shoots. So essentially I'm trying to grow this like a grapevine or a spoliated tree. Essentially should have the same principle on it. You get to a certain point, you just cut it, and it forces the plant to stop there instead of sending all of its energy into growing these absolutely massively long tendrils. Like, this is one tendril. This is actually going to be cut off. I already cut this one off. But this actually wraps. Oh, actually, nope. I did not cut this one off. So this one tendril goes up over here, up and around, I lost where I was going. Goes down this way, comes up right here, and it's attached to this plant right there. That thing is probably 20 feet long from the top of that plant all the way to where it goes over to where I'm holding it right now, where the end is at. That's probably 20 feet. And I will be trimming off most of that because I want all of this stuff to go up, stop at the top, and then I will just branch out sideways. And apologies for the energetic motion, like handy gestures, but it's kind of hard to tell you guys what I'm doing without actually physically showing you. So apologies for the hand animation. But yeah, this is my major project, second major project for the day. I'll probably be working on this for the next 2 or 3 days, or maybe 2 days. We'll see. But yeah, I'm trying to get as much done as I can now that the weather's nice. Because, you know, spring is around the corner for me in New Mexico in Zone 7A/B. So I've got like 2 weeks max, and then I'm already in full spring. In which case, after about a month, I'll be in summer. So yeah, I'm trying to do as much work as I can now to get the plants ready to go. I have already fed them for the season. I have a layer of manure and compost on top of these. I topped them off about 2 months ago. So they are just sitting in this. Hopefully this will help them as well. And if it doesn't, I'll have to figure out whether or not these things either like acidic or alkaline soil, which I'm too lazy to figure that out normally because, you know, I just throw stuff in the ground and let it grow. But anyways, folks, that is this week's update for the garden. Hope you guys enjoyed the hopefully informative video. This is going to be Fox It Outdoors signing off. You guys take care. Have a good one, and I will see you on the next video.